All right, so next segment we're going to talk about the whole Joe Rogan scandal situation. Joe Rogan, to kind of give it a little background, a little context. Joe Rogan has a certain position when it comes to COVID-19, and he invited two controversial guests. One in I think Peter McCullen, which is a cardiologist, I believe, in a university that had some very interesting point that goes against the media mainstream. On his show, as well as Robert Malone, I think he's one of the pioneers in terms of the COVID vaccine, and he also have a point that goes against the media, the mainstream media. And it seemed like ever since those two guests has been on the show, Joe Rogan has been getting a lot of flack, man, for starting with supposedly spreading misinformation on his podcast to different artists not wanting to have I think Neil Young not wanting to have his music on the platform, on Spotify platform, associated with someone like Joe Rogan. India.Arie tried to pull out her music as well because she's just like, Joe Rogan it's got a huge deal with Spotify, I believe $100 million for about 4 years. So I think she want to pull out her music. I don't even know if they have the right to pull out her music technically, but anyway, pull out
I mean, it depends.
Right.
It's music industry stuff.
So those are some of the things that happen. I think the last one now, Joe Rogan has been catching a hell from left and right now. He has some video recently resurfaced talking about he used the N-word.
110.
He used the N-word in some of his clips. So we kind of just want to touch on it. I want to have his opinion, what he thinks about the whole...
No, you go first because that's your man.
What I think, GRE, that's my man. So, no, but the thing is, this man really put me on blast. I mean, it's basically... I'm going to say I'm biased in this conversation. I got to put it out there clearly. But I've been a loyal listener of the GRE for many years now. I don't believe that Joe Rogan is racist. I think there's a context to everything. Those clips, one thing that I hate in this society is we want to judge someone's character today based on what he said 15 or 20 years ago, as if people don't evolve. That's something that I freaking hate. It's one way to, I think, limit the conversation where, well, look at what he said 15 years ago, as if his opinion cannot change on that, So,
because to be fair, just a quick caveat real quick. Rogan has apologized for those clips.
Okay, so I feel like what I love about the Joe Rogan Experience, that's the name of the show, is he gets people from all walk of life, and it's just a conversation between two human beings. He asks questions, if sometimes it gets heated, they're going to talk about it, but there's no hold bars. We have a conversation, and he let people be themselves and present their side of the argument. And I think that's what's missing in today's news. Today's news, to me, that's my personal perspective. They want to paint. It's like they go with they want to paint. They have their agenda, and if you don't follow whatever it says on mainstream media, then you deserve to be canceled. But I'm like, how do you expect people to learn anything if we all think the same way and if we all follow this? Whoever make these rules that we are supposed to follow. So I feel like the GRE is, and you can just see it in the rating. The reason why so millions of people are following the GRE, this podcast, is because it's entertaining. This one day you can see a fighter on there, the next day you can see a famous artist, the next day you can see a movie star with literally people from all walk of life, and he's able to get these people so comfortable that they share certain things about their life experience, which a lot of entertainers are not doing on mainstream media because they feel like everything I'm going to be said is going to be changed to something else. So they go to the Joe Rogan Experience where they feel like they're going to be heard, and that's the reason why I like the Joe Rogan podcast so much. So I'm gonna put you on.
I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit because I have a couple questions I want to ask you.
Please go.
So let me ask you this question, right? You mentioned that he had a lot of black people on the show.
Did I say that? Here?
Okay.
Or you mean between the two of us in the back?
Okay. Would you agree that he has a lot of black people on the show?
Yes.
Okay. Would you agree that he seems to have a good rapport with these black people?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Would you agree with the notion that you can be friends with black people but still have racist tendencies?
Fact. Totally fact. And you can be very unaware of some of the things you said. Yes, I agree.
Okay. Would you agree that may be a possibility here?
No. The
Why?
reason why, because again, sometimes, and I do believe that's the case here, where what he said in 10, 15 years ago, his position has evolved since then. You see what I'm saying? If you listen, because again, for someone who listened to the podcast for a few years, I can see how his perspective has changed from when he was then to what it is today. So I do believe that his perspective has evolved since then. You see what I'm saying?
So
like I've seen certain episodes where, but again, for people that don't see the show, they don't see that. They don't see that they don't see the position he holds when it comes to black people, for example. You know what I mean? Like these things that's not being portrayed on the media, so people don't know. They only see the N-word clip and they think that, oh man, that guy, they remove the context. Oh, that guy, that's what he thinks about people. They don't think all of the good things he's actually do, the platform he's giving to plenty of, young black men or young black men, I would say, that wish they had this exposure at the time. That's what I'm saying. He's having those conversations that need to be happening in the media. But because, unfortunately,
But do you think that exposing certain black people absolves him of maybe having certain opinions?
No, it doesn't absolve him from having certain opinion. No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your point?
No, my point is, this is something that I saw a lot. And listen, I don't know how old those clips are. I don't know what.
I know because you can even tell. I saw the video. I'm just like, that's way back when GRE started. That's when I know it's just like y'all pulled this shit from that when the podcast first started. Those are not recent clips, And the thing is, the recent one that they showed, a recent one where they removed the context, and that's my problem with
what
the mainstream.
The context?
Dog, I'm not gonna start telling you the context of every of all.
No, but the most recent one.
So again, I don't know every clip. All I'm saying is you have to listen to the whole episode. And that's, again, the thing that I hate today. We are such a short attention span society nowadays that we cannot sit and watch. For you guys out there,
Okay.
we cannot sit and watch a whole conversation between two people that disagree to kind of see what his perspective. You just only hear N-word and you don't try to see where it comes from. Like, oh my God, he said the N-word.
Let me ask you this.
I'm just going to finish there.
Mm-hmm.
So because someone used the N-word, and I'm asking the question, does that I didn't say, remove context, does that dismiss everything that has been said?
That was going to be my next question.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe
yes, because we're going to cancel a whole lot of people. That's the point.
Do you believe that his use of the N-word is warranted in certain situations?
No, so the thing is, I'm not saying it's warranted. I'm saying you have to take the context into it.
Well, irregardless of context, do you believe that, for example, are you fine with white people using the N-word in certain situations?
So my point is this: if that's the case, then what's that movie? Quentin Tarantino movie? Then we gotta. If you guys gonna start doing that, then that movie with Jamie Foxx stars and you're all like, what's the name of the movie? Django. Django needs to be canceled. Since you guys don't care about context, let's cancel Django. Let's cancel Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's cancel all these dudes because y'all don't care about context. That's my point.
I'm just asking a question.
No, but I'm saying if he said what we're gonna do, y'all just want to remove context, then let's cancel the movie and let's cancel Leonardo DiCaprio doing his job. That's my point. So if you look at the clip, I feel like I'm.
But what do you mean by doing his job? Or doing his job? Okay, so he's an actor and all that kind of stuff, and it's messed up.
What I'm saying is,
and it's messed up that he used. Hold on. Let me finish my question. So in that context, okay, he's an actor and he's just reading his lines and he's trying to portray, I don't know, a slave owner or whatnot in a time back then, right?
No. Mm-hmm.
So you believe that's a context that's comparable to what Joe Rogan did?
Yes, I'm saying, because you're putting things into context again, and that's exactly why I say it's important for you to watch a clip in its entirety before making your opinion. The reason why the clip he's talking about the N-word, there's a specific reason why he used that N-word, and it's a reference. But people dismiss all of that. Because,
but it
that's what I'm
goes
saying.
back to my question.
Okay.
Do you believe that a white man can use the N-word irregardless of the content? Do you believe that and if you're talking freely, you're not acting, you're just having a conversation?
But acting is already a context. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
It's already a context.
Okay, but in that instance, so you're fine with him using the N-word?
First of all, personally, I think no one should be using the
N-word.
But I'm saying, in the context in which he used it, you have to look into the whole clip. So at the end of the day, what I was going to say is, the question you're asking, however you want to put it, we're still going back to the context where context matter. So if you start saying that, but this is a movie, okay, but this is also during a certain interview.
But in that instance, wait. So in that instance, right?
Like, for example,
right?
Did you see the clip in Joe Biden where Joe Biden was reading something that he was doing? I think he was doing like a Senate or something like that, and he was talking about a defendant and the sentence that they use, to describe black people, and he said it. Should we also cancel the president now? It's the same exact thing.
People can if they want. People are already canceling the president for multiple reasons. And by the way, this is where I'm gonna go with Joe Rogan, right, bro? And to be honest, I don't have that much to say about Joe Rogan. I'm not investing in that dude, right? Whatever. My point is, my biggest thing is Spotify. Spotify jumping through the rings and all that kind of stuff. Y'all pretty much brought this on yourselves. Pretty simple. Because I came to the simple conclusion that, listen, you could have hosted this guy, just like Apple Music. You could have shared the duties of hosting this guy and been fine with that. But at the end of the day, you guys decided to fork over money and take over the complete responsibility of his podcast. So I don't have no sympathy whatsoever for Spotify and all the stuff that they're doing right now. They decided themselves to solely be the platform for Joe Rogan. And so any heat that he catches, they're the one catching it. Simple as that. Tough luck.
But again, no.
Yeah.
It's a tough luck. But again, because you guys, everybody follow the mainstream media, and that's my problem.
That has nothing to do with mainstream media. What I'm saying right now, what I'm saying right now has more to do with business.
No. It has to do with business. I understand you, but the thing is, they're not screwed. Because the thing is, the mainstream only showing you the people that are leaving. They're not showing you the amount of subscribers to Spotify is gaining because of Joe Rogan. Because of this channel, so many people are signing up because they want to listen to the previous clip. That's the thing that they're not talking about. That's my point. You know the amount of people that came out in his defense and actually signing up now because they want to listen to his podcast?
But hold on. Do you realize how deep it is?
Yes, of course, very much so.
Because when we talk about Neil Young and some of the friends that he has that may pull out their music, you're also might possibly talking about music and music labels, et cetera, who own stock in Spotify. It goes deeper from a business standpoint than just looking at. Hold on, it goes deeper from a business standpoint than just looking at the revenue that comes in from just the sole subscriber base. Right? That's what I'm talking about. And that's why Spotify has been doing these things from a PR perspective, blah, 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 blah. There is possibly some problems there. Now, I'm not disputing that other people are going to come in because, hey, listen, from a certain standpoint, I do believe to a certain degree that, hey, all publicity is good publicity from a certain standpoint. I do believe that from a certain degree. But I do believe also that from an institutional standpoint, when you have people as powerful as Neil Young, who's a very popular artist, who has very powerful friends in the music industry and whatnot, this could be something that's going to be problematic, especially when you're Spotify and some of your biggest stakeholders are artists and music labels that have invested upon you.
But the thing is this, my thing is, you think every music label agree with his perspective. There are other celebrities that agree with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
There are also, my thing is, there are other celebrities that actually support it. This is what I'm trying to get you. And the point I asked you earlier in the clip is, do you share all of the celebrities that are on Spotify own their music? Because I saw something where some people were just like, you don't even own, so you can't even make that call because you don't even own your music. That's not even your right. Not. You see what I'm saying?
Well, my point is the powerful people. Someone like Neil Young has a certain cachet in these circles where he is able to simply take off his music.
But again,
and there may be more people involved in that perspective. By the way, I don't think Spotify is screwed. I think that this is something that's an issue that can be an issue for them going forward.
This is what I want.
Hey, man, I don't feel bad for him.
You brought up to the point that I was trying to make. It's like, do you think that if they were really losing money like that, do you think they would continue or they would actually...
Of course not. Of course not. First and foremost, they already invested too much money in Joe Rogan to just pull the plug like this. The ROI on this just doesn't work out in terms of just leaving him and pulling the club. Absolutely not. They're going to stand by him. They already invested that money, and I'm sure they're getting plenty right now. In fact, just the other day I looked at the recently released top podcasts in the world, and Rogan was by far number one.
By far.
So listen, I don't mind from that perspective.
His numbers, you said he can.
Hold on. Let me finish my point and my opinion on this whole thing. Listen, I don't know how old these clips, whatnot. Listen, and by the way, at the end of the day, man, it all comes down to whether you or not are going to be invested in this person. I can cancel Joe Rogan. I don't give a damn about that guy. Plain and simple. I enjoy some of his interviews, but he's not crucial to my life and my like consumership like that. Like some of those clips and some of them. Listen, man. Listen. When I hear a guy say that the perfect person will be a black man's body and a white man's brain, I don't need to listen to that much of you anymore.
But this is why I have to stop you.
I don't.
But this is why I have to stop you because people. We live in a society where people don't even care to listen to it.
But what? But hold on.
I mean, no. That's why I cannot hold on because it's just like we're gonna cancel everybody. If we start doing this, we're literally gonna cancel everybody because we all live in a world where we're gonna all walk on eggshell. Because I'm gonna say something that you said on this clip. I know exactly what you meant.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna take you. Yeah, that's what he meant. Cancel him. Like.
But hold on. But hold on. Isn't consumer king? Isn't the consumer king?
It's not the point.
No. Yes, it is. Because we're talking about business right now. We're talking about business right now. Isn't the consumer king? The consumer, hold on, let me finish my point. The consumer can make whatever decision they want when it comes to a product that they're being offered. If you piss off the consumer to a certain point that they don't want to come back, it's their decision. It's their decision. Are you going to lecture them and tell them that they shouldn't be doing it?
Very good point. Very
simple
good point.
as that.
Very good point.
And that's something that Rogan has to assume at this point. That's something that Spotify has to assume at this point.
But this is why I keep saying that we follow, they follow the mainstream media so much that the mainstream media is not showing you that Spotify is keep gaining more and more people because of that. Because now many people will actually want to listen to GRE. There's a reason why he has 11 million listener per month compared to any other podcast.
But did you really think that this thing was going to take him to the next level?
No. He is already on the next level.
Yes. So that was going to happen regardless.
No, my point is this. My point is he even gained even more in a short span of time that he would have in 3 or 4 months. He's not going to count. If anything, they gave him a jump.
Okay. And from that standpoint, then hold on. Do you want to jump into the morality of that then?
It's not about morality. Listen,
okay.
We live in a world that's no moral.
Do you want to?
Listen, capitalism and morality. No. Capitalism and morality is not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And when I listen to this, my thing is my problem because I have a problem with this perspective is that exact mainstream media perspective where
but it's not the mainstream media
you're right. You're a consumer.
It's not. I'm a consumer. And if I look at a video of a guy saying something like that, I may not want to listen to the context because if he's seriously saying shit like that, I don't want to hear no man talking about like, yo, black man body and a white man brain. I don't want to hear that. These guys, you're done.
I love the world we live in where a comedian is being taken more seriously than our politician. There are people actually making rules. This is the world we're living in today, where we're going to cancel a comedian, someone that's making jokes for a living, compared to people that are actually holding the decision over your life. Because that's literally what it is. It's like you don't
think people are canceling politicians as well?
No, they're not, because they don't listen. Half of people in this country, in any country, don't even know the politician or people that
but it goes
the laws are being passed.
But it goes back to this. You're scolding people for their individual perspectives.
Not scolding, no.
Yes, you are. No. Yes, you are, because you are saying they're following the mainstream media, all that kind of stuff. That's true. Okay, we can continue to tell people, listen, try and make decisions on your own. That's fine. But at the end of the day, when you're talking about a product, if a person wants to make a decision that they don't want to consume this anymore, they're perfectly free to do that.
Totally fine.
Simple as that. And that's why my perspective for Spotify is exactly this. You guys made the decision to do this and that, so any positive or negative that can come for it, go ahead. It is what it is. Tough luck. Or great thing. Whatever. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. Well, that's his perspective. You clearly see which side we're on. So let us know what you think. Please comment below, and we're doing the next.